Hello everyone and thank you for joining the channel. Today I wanted to discuss something about very important. As you all know, Iran has been under attack by the United States and Israel, and in the response Iran has also struck back a few American air bases in the Middle East, including some locations in Iraq and the UAE. But the real reason I'm here today is because of the situation connected directly to a book I wrote, Bridge to Red, and that book actually available on Amazon. And I wrote this book as a Muslim American immigrant, analyzing President Donald Trump, American politics, and the future of Muslims in this country. So in this book, especially in the last chapter, chapter 12, I made several geopolitical prediction based on my political analysis, not my wishes, because I am always pro peace, but purely on trends, patterns, and international behavior. So on page 299, if I can take you to here. So on page 299, you can see that I have highlighted that Iran and USA limited war possibility. And so that I have mentioned that uh, any conflict happen with Iran, it would not be a ground invasion, but it could be airstrike. And I clearly mentioned no US troops on Iran soil, but a limited war with strikes, retaliations, and short term escalations. And I mentioned that though USA doesn't need that kind of war with Iran because they don't have any direct kind of conflict. And the president, Donald Trump, who actually highlighted himself as a pro peace president, and he may not go for this kind of war, but he can get influenced by some of the folks which really are not his friend, but they may pushed him into a kind of war which could made him not pro peace, obviously. So it can make his political career and his next election, midterm election, in doubt. But that's happened. So happened. We hope that it will end pretty soon. Second predictions I have made in my book related to the is the Pakistan, India, and Afghanistan. You all know that in 2026, 2025, Pakistan India had a 4-day war, limited war. Conflict which ended, and President Donald Trump took the credit for that. There were some planes were shot down, 5 to 6, and it was ended. But in my analysis, I think in 2026 or 2027, India and Pakistan may go for another war. And Afghanistan border, which is a western border, I have highlighted that it may trigger and this western border with the Pakistan. And now you can see the both of this my political analysis. It came out true, and both Iran has been under attack, and Afghanistan and Pakistan western border, it's under attack as well, and Pakistan continuously having multiple airstrikes on Afghanistan. And the third predictions I have made, which is actually maybe many people have written about that, is a limited World War III. Predicted because the early sign of the limited World War III is that Russia and Ukraine, they have been fighting for many years. I mean, it's been fourth year now, and there is no solutions. I think maybe in President Biden may get panic. It can trigger limited World War III, and Russia maybe can attack Poland, maybe even the UK, and can go to further European countries. That was my third predictions. And the fourth predictions I have made is the related to the political impact in the USA. Since USA has already attacked Iran, and I have made, if this war get prolonged, converted into a pretty long war, I have highlighted that President Donald Trump, not only like Republican Party, which is and especially President Donald Trump, which came into this politics, especially he fought for 2024 election as a pro-peace president. And he mentioned that he will not go into any kind of war, unlike Democrats, and Obama. But the impact would be now they can lose 2026 midterm election, 2028 election, 2032 election, and 2036 election. And the reason I have mentioned here, which I can summarize it, uh, Democrat Party in the next election, midterm, next election, 28, 32, they will come up with the slogan, with the sentence that there is a problem with the Republican Party. Anytime either Bush or President Donald Trump, they came into power, somehow they choose a war over peace, and they attack some Middle East countries, Afghanistan, and the though Afghanistan is an Asian country, but in terms of the Middle East is Iraq, and now President Donald Trump, who came out as a peace president and fought as a 2024 elections as a president, but eventually he was also dragged into a war. So there is some kind of issue. There is some kind of people uh, who wants in this party, and put this country into a prolonged war, which is not necessary, which is not beneficial for the United States. So that's I have written about in my book, and a couple of more things I have written regarding the upcoming future. But beside that, if you are also interested to know that how President Donald Trump fought in 2024 and why Muslim Americans gave their vote to President Trump after having a complete contrast in 2016, they were completely went opposite and hardly voted for him. But in 2024, they made a 360-degree turn, and they eventually they voted a large number of votes counted for President Donald Trump. So in this book, you can see that why President Donald Trump won in 2024, and the impact and the future of Muslim Americans and immigrants, minorities in future politics of United States of America. Thank you for joining. Take care. Bye.